Hey Guillermo, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're having a great start to this week, and hope you had a good weekend last weekend, and you'll have a good, hopefully, you have a good long weekend this weekend. With Memorial Day being Monday, we've got no school on Monday. Yes, but yeah, man. Good job getting on Power School. I see you've been logging in, which is great. Keep up the good work with that, and keep working hard with these mini lessons. Go back and watch my previous couple weeks of mini lessons that I've been giving you. And yeah, just keep watching those, build on it, and continue to grow. We only have a couple more weeks of school, man, so just try to finish this year out strong. Got Mr. Sutton here. He might want to say hey in a second to you, but we'll go ahead and get started. Do a quick review of last week with the sight words, and then also we're going to look at a pie graph and how to analyze the data and how to look at the information that's on that pie graph and be able to tell information about it. So we'll start with the sight words, bud. So the first week, if you remember, our words were as follows: a, and, I, it, of, and the. Okay, so those were our first week words. Hopefully you're able to write those down, type them up, use them in sentences. These are words you see a lot of, throughout reading and a lot of other things that we do. So your second week's words, last week's was for, he, is, that, to, and you. Okay, so those were your six words from last week. Okay, so hopefully again you were able to write those down, copy, practice them out. So this week's words, bud. And what I encourage you to do is after I say the word, pause the video, okay? Because I know I'm going kind of fast. So pause the video, write the word out, type it up. Maybe think about how can I use this in a sentence, say it out loud. Just keep practicing these words, bud. And at the end, maybe go back and rewatch it and do the same thing, okay? So just keep practicing. I know you're doing great. So the first word we have this week is R, A-R-E, R. Okay, so again, I encourage you to pause the video and write it down. The next word we have is at, A-T, at. Can you say at? Okay, then after at, we have his, H-I-S, his. Okay, then we have own, O-N, own. Was, W-A-S, was. Last but not least, we have with, W-I-T-H, with. Okay, good job, buddy. So these are our 6 words from this week: are, at, his, own, was, and with. So again, bud, I encourage you to write these down, type them up, just practice them throughout this week. Go back and review the other words, and just keep building on that, man. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. So the next thing that I want us to look at real quick is a pie graph. Okay. So this pie graph right here, Guillermo, tells us a lot of cool information. Okay. So if you read the title of the pie graph, it says, "What is your favorite fast food?" Okay. And this is the graph right here. It looks like a circle. It kind of almost looks like a big pizza, right? And that's a good way you can kind of think about it, a big pizza. Okay. So on this graph, we have hamburgers. Okay, so this says hamburgers. How many people do you think like hamburgers as their favorite food? Good job, 4. Because 4 is beside the word hamburger. So 4 people like hamburgers. Okay. Next thing we're going to look at is bagels. Guillermo, how many people like bagels? Good job, 2, because you have the 2 beside bagels. Okay. Next thing we have is pizza. Guillermo, how many people do you think like pizza? Good job, 3. Yes, 3 people like pizza. Very good. How many people like tacos? Good job. Two people also like tacos. And last but not least, we have hot dog. How many people like the hot dog? 1. Just 1 person like the hot dog. All right. So another cool thing about this graph. Well, hang on. I think Mr. Sutton wants to say anything about the graph. You want to say it again? Say, hey, G, what's up, Guillermo? Say, what's up, man? He was starting to get a little fussy. He wanted to say hey to you. All right. So what else is cool about this graph, Guillermo, is if you notice, the bigger the number or the higher the number, the bigger the portion is, or the bigger the piece is. Okay. So like number, this is only one. Notice how this slice or this portion is very tiny. Four has a really big piece, okay? And twos are the same size, they're a little bit smaller, and three's a little bit bigger, okay? So if you notice, the bigger the number, the bigger the portion, okay? That's another cool thing you can see on pie graphs. It's kind of more of a visual graph. I know bar graphs are visual as well. That's what we've been working on a lot in school. But pie graphs are very cool too. So this is just another way to look at cool information and see it, in a visual kind of thing. So again, pause the video, go back and watch it. I know you're doing a great job, bud. Just keep up the hard work. Tomorrow, get on Power School and click on the link that I'm going to post. We are going to have a class meeting around 10 o'clock where you can stop in and say hey to your classmates. So I encourage you to do that, bud. Other than that, man, I hope you have a great Wednesday and a great rest of the week and a good long weekend. And I'll pop in next week and say hey to you. All right, bud. You have a good week. Bye.